Hey, good morning guys. Anthony here with XXX RC Garage. In the garage here to work on the farm truck. Now, let's get you down here so you can see farm truck. There's farm truck. Alright. So what I'm doing, I just bought a cheap motor for now for this. It's an RC4WD drive motor. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take these bullet wires off and I'm going to be attaching these wires, which are back here in the bed, because this is where the ESC is going to go. In part one we did talk about setting this whole thing up. I still haven't got the box or the paint yet to do this yet. Should have it sometime this week from Adam. But things we're going to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and solder this up. So we'll get this part set. And I probably could even just do a test run with the ESC that I have right now in the battery, so we can make sure everything's working fine. And we'll go ahead and attach the servo horn to the servo. I did get this servo here. I'm kind of testing it out. It's actually a Chinese servo. They go real cheap from all this. Some stuff back here. I'm going to be tipping the truck up on this block here so I can work on this. And I think what else I'm going to do too is I'm going to reposition the camera so you guys can get a better view of what I'm doing here. Now right now I do have my solder station all powered up and heated up. So one of the things we're going to do, so we're going to heat up and remove the existing bullet wires, but one of the things I want to do first before we go that far, I'm going to work on these wires here real quick. I'm going to lay a rag over top of here just because I don't want to get any solder. So basically, going to trim the wire back. Now, soldering, you don't need to go crazy. Of course, a lot of you guys watching this are probably going to be guys who already know this. But for the guys who don't know this, you don't need a ton of wire on the tip exposed, because you're just going to be soldering it anyway. So I usually have a pair of skinning tool, but a lot of times that ends up taking off more than I want to take off. So I'm going to use a rosin core 4060 to add a little bit of solder on here. The reason you want to pre-solder your wires, if you don't know this already, because it's just going to help in the long run when you go to attach it to the motor. I believe I put a little too much on there. Okay, so now we're going to start off with the hot wire. Heat that up, remove it. And should have took this off already, but I didn't. And we're going to do the dark one first, because I figured that one's a little bit out of the way right now. Let me go ahead and put that on. And this wire is being a little bit of a... I do use a little stiffer wire, and the reason I did that is because once I put it in place, it stays pretty good in place. So, heat this up, hold it for a second. We got a stiff wire. Awesome. Same thing here. Get all this nice and hot. Sit for a second as my fingers burn up. You can buy these at your automotive store. Kind of show you. This is what came off the motor. That's what I got. They're a little bit big, different sizes, but the cool part about it is they'll work. So what I'm doing, I'm going to skin this wire back a little bit more than normal. And iron now. Going to heat it up, put some soldering on here. A little coat of soldering. And the bullet that I took the cover off, like this one here, I also took and spread open the little mouth on here. And the reason I did that is 2 reasons. Because one, it's just going to make life a lot easier. On here real quick. See if I can do this with one finger. Probably going to burn myself. Okay, let's try this again. Heat this up. This will nice and hot. Oh Lord. I think I did a good one. So we're going to round down these little pieces that I bent up. Bolts nice and firm. Okay guys, just got the bullet ends put on. And so now, remove the towel. And so now we can take and take the 2 wire ends here. Take the black one, plug it in. We'll take the red one and plug it in. And there we go. All right, guys. We got it lined up. Get my junk out of the way here. Line up the steering. Okay. Well, we have a functioning RC. Now I just got to get all this wiring zip tied up and get it nice and clean looking here. Anyway, let me go ahead and get some of these things zip tied up and stuff, and I'll be back to you guys shortly.